So a lot of you know that I do my own hair, and pretty much no one ever believes me when I say that I do it myself. I've even had hairdressers be like, no way, how do you do that on your own? So I thought maybe I would show you. I don't actually know how this video is going to turn out because I don't have anyone to help film with me, and the way that I do my hair is actually like going to be really hard to try and film because I normally sit on the floor with my back against a full-length mirror, and then I look at another mirror that I prop up a little bit higher so I can see like directly to the back of my head. So I thought I would first start off and do this kind of top section of my head because I can actually do that just sat here where I would normally film, and then the rest I'm just gonna have to see how that goes, but it's probably gonna take me some time to film this video, so we'll see, and apologies in advance if the shots are pretty shit. So the first thing that I have done, which I did need to do in the little backwards mirror thing that I've got going on, is put the pink part of my hair into a little bobble, just so then I can section off my fringe and the front of my hair. I'll do the front and then we'll go into the back bit. This purple section I actually didn't like the placement of when I last did my hair, so it's faded out. I mean, it's still quite dark, but I'm just gonna go over that in pink. So when my hair was bleached originally before I did this, this is the exact way that I section my hair. It's just obviously going to be easier for you to follow now that my hair is still in those colours. So because in this section when I originally dyed it I didn't think there was enough pink covering this, so I'm going to take a little bit of this orange. So this was orange before, and I'm going to include this in my pink sections. With my fringe I kind of do it like in a V shape, so it's like I kind of section this off in a V and do the placement of these colours, and then the hair that falls on top will be the pink, and that just kind of blends it all together so it doesn't look like block colours. So I'm gripping that section away and just kind of pushing it to the back, and then I'm going to kind of grip the sides away as well, just while I do my fringe. You won't be able to tell because it's faded so much, but this section above the green here was yellow, because if I don't kind of blend a little bit of hair on top of the next colour, it will just look literally like orange, yellow, green, blue, just like big thick chunks. The reason why my hair always blends together is because I always kind of layer a little bit of the previous colour onto the next colour. So this bit will actually be yellow. So the green section is only quite small, and then this will be yellow that falls on top. So this bit here is just my little orange section. This shape here is the yellow, and then I've done the same with the green. I've kind of layered it over the top of the blue. So this bit is the green and the blue. So if you look at this section, they're kind of like triangles that go like that. I know that makes no sense at all, but sue me. I don't bother putting like Vaseline and all that around here, like I ain't got time for that. If it gets on there, I've just got some wet wipes at the ready and I just literally wipe it off straight away, then it's not going to stain the skin. And to be honest, like I probably will have like green dye around my neck and on my back, but it's going to come off in like a day, so I just don't care. Like my hair takes long enough as it is. This girl ain't got time to be messing around with Vaseline all over my face and body. The hair dyes that I'm going to be using are from Lunar Tides, and the colours that I'm using are lychee pink, citrine yellow, cyan orange, aurora green and cyan sky. I'll also be using a few shades from Directions. They're going to be pretty much the exact same colour scheme, but because the dyes are not exactly the same, that's going to be able to give me that kind of like faded ombre effect, and it'll just give like different tones to the hair. Like I said before, what I'm trying to avoid is like block colour. I want it to look as though it all blends together. So if you have a few different tones of the same colour, it's going to look like it blends together nicer. The colours I'll be using from Directions are Bright Daffodil, Turquoise and Flamingo Pink. The Lunar Tides dye smells so good. So I make sure that I get really close to the root, and then I kind of bring the dye further down onto the rest of my hair. With small sections like this, it is quite fiddly, but when I'm doing the back bit with the larger sections, it's a lot easier. And then I just kind of twist it and leave it there. In between colours, and to make sure I don't transfer the last colour into the next colour, I just wipe my gloves with an old towel. Now I'm just going in with the green shade, and you just pretty much have to take your time to make sure the colours don't end up merging together. As long as you keep your sections, you should be fine. For smaller sections like what I'm doing, I'd say a brush like this is the easiest. Unfortunately, I only have one of these, so gal's gotta do what a gal's gotta do. If you are thinking of using like whatever amount of colours, I would say to get as many brushes as you need for that colour. Then you're not going to have to keep going and like washing your brushes and all of that. These brushes you can get from Poundland. They come in like a little set with a mixing bowl and some scissors, I think. So you can get affordable like brushes and tools to do your hair with. I only have 3 brushes and I'm using 5 colours. It is going to take me longer to dye my hair because I'm going to have to keep going to the bathroom to wash the brushes just to be able to do the next colour, but it is what it is. As I'm dyeing my hair, I'm making sure that like the brush is kind of combing through my hair. So I'm not just slapping the dye on, I'm making sure it's really brushing through the dye. When you're dyeing like a bigger section, I would just kind of split it into smaller bits and then add the dye. I usually start off with the root of a bigger section, just so then I can kind of move the hair around and it's not going to be all like loose because it's got dye on the root. With the top bit, once I've finished with it, I kind of pat it down. Once you've finished with a section, just twist it up and then just kind of pat it down, and then I always just pop a little bit more hair dye on top of that. So now the top section's done, I'm going to set up the camera and try and get you guys to see how I do the sides and the back. The first thing I'm going to do is section the sides. So all of that bit is going to be orange. This purple bit here I'm going to dye pink. This whole back section I'm just going to do like yellow and orange ombre. To do the orange and yellow ombre, I've dyed it all yellow first, and then the roots I'm just doing in orange. This top section is actually orange as well, so I'm going to use that now while my brush is still orange. So now my hair's all sectioned and all the colours are in the right place. I'm just going to leave this on probably for about an hour. The dye that I'm using is a conditioning dye. It doesn't make my hair feel dry or anything like that, and it's not really damaging to my hair, so it is okay for me to leave on. Normally dye companies say 20 to 40 minutes, but I have to wash my hair every day because of the style that it's in. So I want my colour to last a little bit longer, so I'm probably going to leave this on for about an hour and then rinse it off with cool water. I probably will end up with like dye all over my neck and back, but I can't see that, so it don't matter to me. So this is the final result for my rainbow hair. As you can see, I got rid of the purple section that was here, so now it literally just looks like a dark pink. This side looks quite dark now, it doesn't look as bright as it did before, but I still really like it, it's still cute. So that's pretty much it for this rainbow hair tutorial. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!